Oprah Winfrey's journey from poverty to greatness. The shocking truth about Oprah. Imagine a little girl in America. She is not rich. She is not safe. She is not even wanted. She is so poor that she has no real clothes. Her grandmother cuts old potato sacks, sews them together, and makes a dress. The other children laugh at her. They point at her. They say, "Look at the potato sack girl." That little girl cries at night. She feels ashamed. She feels ugly. She feels poor. But one day, this same girl becomes a queen. Not a queen of a country, but the queen of television. She becomes richer than kings. She becomes more powerful than presidents. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. How does a poor, abused, unwanted child become the most powerful woman in media? This is the shocking, unbelievable, true story of Oprah Winfrey's journey. A hard beginning. Oprah Winfrey was born in 1954 in Mississippi, USA. Her mother, Vanita Lee, was only a teenager. Her father, Vernon Winfrey, was not there when she was born. She was raised by her grandmother, Hattie Mae. Life was very hard. Her family had no money, no electricity, no running water. Little Oprah wore potato sacks as clothes. She had no toys, no books of her own. But she had one treasure, her grandmother's Bible. Hattie Mae taught Oprah to read the Bible at the age of 3. Oprah read aloud in church. Her voice was powerful, strong, emotional. The church members clapped. They said, "This little girl is special." Even in her darkest times, Oprah had one gift: the power of words. A childhood of pain. When Oprah was 6 years old, she moved to live with her mother in Milwaukee. Life there was not better. Her mother worked long hours as a maid. There was little food, little love, little care. And there was pain, terrible pain. Oprah was abused by family members and family friends. She was too young, too innocent. She carried deep wounds inside her heart. But nobody listened. Nobody protected her. At the age of 14, Oprah became pregnant. Her baby died shortly after birth. For a young girl, this was crushing. She thought her life was finished. She thought there was no future. But sometimes, the deepest pain creates the strongest power. A strict but saving father. After that dark time, Oprah went to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville, Tennessee. Her father was strict. He gave her rules. He demanded good grades. But he also gave her safety. He gave her structure. He gave her hope. Vernon told her, "You must read a book every week. You must do your homework." Oprah began to love books. Books became her escape. Books became her teachers. Books became her friends. Through reading, she traveled to faraway places. Through reading, she saw a bigger life. Through reading, she began to dream. The gift of speaking. In school, Oprah discovered her natural gift. She could speak. She could tell stories. She could connect with people. She joined speaking contests. She won many prizes. Teachers and classmates saw her talent. One teacher said, "Oprah, your voice will take you far." And it did. Oprah won a scholarship to Tennessee State University. She was the first in her family to go to college. This was a big step out of poverty. A voice on the radio. While studying, Oprah got a part-time job at a local radio station. Her voice was strong, warm, and full of emotion. Listeners loved her. Soon she became a newsreader on television. But there was a problem. She was too emotional. She cried when the news was sad. She laughed when the news was happy. The bosses said, "Oprah, you are not professional. Newsreaders must be cold. They must not show feelings." But Oprah's feelings were her power. What the bosses thought was weakness, the world later saw as her strength. The breakthrough. Oprah was moved to a daytime talk show in Baltimore. For the first time, she was allowed to be herself. She listened. She cared. She connected. The audience loved her. She was not fake. She was not distant. She was real. Soon, Chicago TV invited her to host a show called AM Chicago. Within months, her show became #1. Viewers could not get enough of Oprah. And then came the big step. In 1986, The Oprah Winfrey Show was born. The Oprah Winfrey Show. The Oprah Winfrey Show became a cultural phenomenon. It ran for 25 years. It was watched in over 100 countries. Millions of people tuned in every day. Why? Because Oprah was not just a host. She was a friend. She was a sister. She was a teacher. She was real. She cried with her guests. She laughed with her guests. She listened deeply. People trusted her. She interviewed presidents, movie stars, writers, and ordinary people with extraordinary stories. Her show changed lives. Building an empire. Oprah did not stop with a talk show. She built a business empire. She started Harpo Productions. She produced films like The Color Purple. She launched her own magazine. The Oprah magazine. She created the Oprah Winfrey Network OWN. She became the richest African American woman in history. She became the first Black woman billionaire. From poverty to billions, this was Oprah's story. The Oprah Effect. When Oprah recommended a book, it became a bestseller. This was called the Oprah Effect. Unknown authors became famous overnight. Struggling businesses became successful if Oprah mentioned them. Her influence was enormous. People said, "If Oprah believes in it, then I believe in it." Giving back. But Oprah never forgot her past. She never forgot the little girl in the potato sack dress. She used her money to help others. She built schools in South Africa. She gave scholarships to thousands of students. She donated millions to charities. She fought for children's rights, women's rights, and education. She once said, "To move forward, you have to give back." And Oprah lived by those words. Lessons from Oprah's life. What can we learn from Oprah Winfrey's journey? Education is freedom. Oprah read books. Books open doors. Your voice matters. Even when people said she was too emotional, Oprah's voice became her power. Pain can be fuel. Oprah turned her painful past into strength. Kindness is power. She built her empire not with cruelty, but with compassion. Never give up. From abuse to loss to failure, she never stopped trying. Oprah today. Today, Oprah is one of the most respected women in the world. She is a billionaire, but she is also a humanitarian. She is a leader, but also a friend to millions. She no longer needs to prove anything. She is living proof that your past does not control your future. The legacy of Oprah. Oprah Winfrey's story is more than just rags to riches. It is a story of courage. It is a story of survival. It is a story of hope. She began with nothing. She had no clothes, no safety, no love. But she had a voice. And she used it. Her voice carried her from poverty to greatness. Her story reminds us, if Oprah could do it, maybe you can too. Final words. So remember the little girl in the potato sack dress. Remember the tears, the hunger, the loneliness. And then remember the queen of television, the billionaire, the global icon. They are the same person. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. Her journey proves one thing. Your story is not finished. Your future is waiting. And you have the power to rise.